Yeah,
Just an idea. Oh, and then
Oh,
change your
I'm
accent
fucking
occasionally
sorry.
and confuse the new people.
I can change volume. Now for the
Oh.
next test.
I can
I
just
leave.
tell them that Tiger's my little
Bye.
sister.
Good job, Lupo.
And so you
That's a
lost a
thing.
sister.
You have to change the keys on your
Your
jetpack.
hospitalier, for that matter, too.
Ah!
Sorry, I had to
Fixed it?
test. It is entirely fixed.
Yay!
What part of it was fixed? What?
The default for the jetpacks to boost backwards is the same buttons that you use to change your shouting. So
Oh,
if you
the
try to
shift
change
tab.
your voice, you just go wee. That's what I accidentally did at the beginning of the last stop.
So one of the
I
kids
accidentally
was,
shot myself backwards and like booty slapped Gore in the face.
Flying
that sounds like a
sisters.
very tragic incident. Then.
Wait.
He's a step bro. Don't be fucking weird about it, bud.
We all did
Isn't
need
it-
In a lot
protection.
of pain.
Isn't the ability to step
The one
on?
time I was told by the streamer slapped his
you fell
ass
down.
inside of a Humvee.
Yeah, porcelain toilets are no joke.
Yeah.
Why'd they put them on the third floor with no exit?
There is no third floor. Oh god, you're probably on the
Exactly.
roof, aren't you?
There
Well,
is
went
a
up to the
third
roof.
floor. It's the roof.
All right, I'm assisting Cyclone today. He told me what he wanted taught, and I added some additional things on the addendum. What he wanted taught was communication blackout, which is the ability that if any of the command members go down, communication gets passed over in the correct statement of 2IC, 3IC, etc. Additional was the communications in an emergency, which is removing I. Whenever there's a situation, oh no, this person's down. Where are they? They're next to me. Who's me? So we're basically learning the topic of next to your name, next to that name on this marker in this building. So this because the amount of times I've heard people say it's like he's beside me, and I'm there going, there's like 50 people on the
Too
radio.
many voices.
Who are you people?
Oh,
Alferis
yes,
is
you
down.
are a
Alferis
medic, I
is taking
forgot.
command. Trooper Alferis needs medical. Which fucking one?
Where are you? Here.
Hydrodominatus.
Additionally, I was going to bring up battle buddy tactics, doing building movement and building clearance as an army of two. I don't think the guardsman teaches army of two more often, but the Starties and sisters teach army of two, which is literally you can clear an entire building with two people. Easy.
Well, we're
peasy.
supposed to be an army of like millions, and we die just as fast.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. There's always a medic on standby. In actual fact, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, technically 5, technically 6 medics on standby.
All right, everyone get
Technically
medical kits out
7
instead.
medics, should I say. The final thing was that he wanted to go over calling in RD airstrikes and also calling Ledger to position to deal with a target. So that would be FM, AM, and basically just saying, "Hey, Venator, there's an enemy here," and Venator adjusting themselves to that target instead of it just being, "We're being attacked at this location. Quick! Oh, right, we'll be there in a second." As you plow through a building, hoping to God you get there in time. It's repositioning and firing it for effect. That sound good?
Good to me.
Yes, sir. The entirety of dealing with the communication blackout, we're going to do in Kavala. So I'm going to basically do put down a lot of enemy infantry in Kavala for the initial part, which I think is communication blackout. Cyclone, do you want to go over just the communication pass up and whatnot?
Don't worry, Mom. I'll go on shouting. You can hear me across the map. Great.
So one of the things I noticed in our last op, and this is mainly my fault, it wasn't clearly conveyed. And I should have taken more initiatives outside of not just saying, okay, 5152, you're autonomous until I get back. It's I had to AFK in order to help Austin, Mark, and Damon get in. I left communications blank for a time until Pipe was actually able to, decided to start basically relaying. We've got a good example of that now because Venator and Infantry do share their radio frequencies. It is a good way we can overlap. If someone from command in infantry is down, but there's orders trying to be relayed to their squads, Venator, if they're willing, can relay it, and vice versa. So if the lead tank for Venator gets smashed, or example, like if Karn's out on his own, gets blasted, at least someone can take his place. And for the most part, we're not assuming, example, infantry is not taking control of tanks. Infantry is just merely relaying what battalion wants of them. Best way to so far is just established, or as we already do, sharing 100 and 160. At least that gets things across. Worst case of scenario, I may start encouraging squad leads to, if they don't hear from me after a certain amount of time, bump up on 60 automatically, just so they can get a direct attack sooner than later, rather than waiting for my butt to get resurrect eye and then come back. So, unfortunately, the sisters, you guys aren't allowed to bridge gaps.
If our commander done, we
You
can
mute your
answer.
Rafa if you're speaking.
If our fuck.
Oh.
Error.
What the?
Vad är det som ligger och jävlas i bakgrunden?